Hello children, welcome to Mathematics class chapter 4 Long and Short part 1. We have observed in our surroundings that certain things are bigger and certain are smaller. In general, we describe them in terms of long or tall, short, big, small, like this. So, these are all relative measurement. In this chapter, we will see how we measure objects. Long and short. Here is a story of Lali. Lali is selling things at her father's shop. A farmer comes to buy rope. The farmer asks Lali, "Can you give me 7 arms of rope?" Lali gives him 7 arms of rope. Now, arms is a unit of measurement. One arm is the length from shoulder to wrist. I am repeating again. One arm is the length from shoulder to wrist. So, one arm is the length from shoulder to wrist. So, 7 arms of rope means the length of rope measured 7 times with the arm. Here, Lali measures the rope with her arms. But when the farmer measures the same rope with his arm, it comes 6 arms. Why 6 arms? Because Lali is a small girl and her arms are shorter than the arms of farmer. Other way, we can say farmer's arm is longer than Lali's arm. So, we need a standard measuring tool so that always the measurement is same. Now, Damji is crossing the road. And in how many steps will Damji cross the road? Let us draw the steps in this picture one by one. We see that there are 4 steps. So, the answer is Damji will cross the road in 4 steps. Here, one more measurement. How many cups can be placed in a line on this table? You could see there were first 3 cups. Now, we start placing more cups one by one. Now, we have placed the last cup and let us count how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, the answer is 8 cups can be placed in a line. In this picture, you can see 2 pots under a tree. Now, we have to place more pots on top of these 2 pots and count how many pots are required to reach the branch of the tree. Here we see that the top pot has touched the branch. So, let us count the pots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, the answer is 6 pots can be placed to reach the tree branch. So, the answer is 6 pots can be placed to reach the tree branch. Here, one shirt is hanging on this wire. So, we have to count how many shirts can be hung on this wire. What is the question? How many shirts can be hung on this wire? Here we are observing 3 shirts are hanging on this wire. So the answer is 3 shirts can be hung on the wire. So far we have done the measurement in terms of number of steps, number of cups, number of shots, etc. That means in terms of number of similar objects. But that is not the actual measurement, because if the size and shape of the objects change, measurement will change. But we need a standard measurement which will remain always same. For this purpose, we will use a device or tool which is called a ruler and measure objects in centimeter. In this slide, you can see the picture of a lizard and a matchstick which are being measured by a ruler. The ruler we use for measurement is called a metric scale ruler. This is a ruler you see in your geometry box. This ruler has 15 large divisions, as you can see in the picture, written like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this up to 15. This each division, that is 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and So on is measure of 1 centimeter. Now again the division from 0 to 1, 1 to 2 up to 14 to 15 are further divided into 10 smaller divisions. So these smaller divisions between 0 and 1, 1 and 2 and so on are for measurement of further smaller objects and called millimeter. So what we get in a ruler? Centimeter division and millimeter division. So we get in a ruler centimeter division and millimeter division. Centimeter is larger division, millimeter is smaller division. And we see from the picture of ruler 10 millimeter equal to 1 centimeter. Now you will measure the length of the lizard and the matchstick with the help of the ruler. In picture 1, you can see red dotted lines on the ruler from 0 to 2. That means it measures 2 centimeter. In picture 2, the red dotted line is from 0 to 3. So it measures 3 centimeter. Now to measure the length of lizard, we will place 0 mark of the ruler aligned with its mouth and mark the tip of its tail on the ruler. Here the tip of the tail aligns with the mark 13 of the ruler. So how many divisions are there on the ruler between 0 and 13? There are 13 divisions. So length of the lizard is 13 centimeter. Now we measure the length of matchstick. The two ends of the matchstick align with mark 1 and mark 5 of the ruler. So how many divisions of the ruler are there from 1 to 5? There are 4 divisions. So the length of the matchstick is 4 centimeter. Okay? Now we will measure length of a die, a crayon and a leaf. From the picture we can see that the side of the die measures between mark 5 and mark 6 of the ruler, that is 1 division. So length of the die is 1 centimeter. A die has all equal sides. So, all sides measure 1 centimeter. Clear? Now, the crayon measures between 1 and 8. That means 7 divisions. So, length of the crayon is 7 centimeter. Okay. Now next, the leaf measures between 9 and 13. That means 4 divisions. So, length of the leaf is 4 centimeter. Now, we write the answers of measurements. The matchstick is 4 centimeters long. The die is 1 centimeter from every side. The lizard is 13 centimeters long. The leaf is 4 centimeters long. The wax color is 7 centimeters long. Now look at a scale that you find in a geometry box. How many centimeters does it have? 15 centimeter. So there are 15 centimeter, and this scale we have used for our measurements. The small scale that you mostly use in school is like this, shown in the picture. Is it easier to start measuring from the 0 mark? If we see the scale that each larger division between 0 and 1, 1 and 2, 4 and 5 measures 1 centimeter. When we measure the length of an object, we count the number of divisions on the scale it spans. So, if we start measuring from 0 mark, that means the left end of the object aligns with the 0 mark on the scale, then the number on the scale that aligns with the right end of the object gives us the measurement of length. Okay, we do not need to count the division. So, it is easier to count from the 0 mark. Now, we will measure the length of the objects drawn near the scale. All the objects are here measured starting from 0 mark. The nail measures 4 centimeter because its right end aligns with 4 mark on the scale. Likewise, the length of the wood piece is 3 centimeter. The length of the safety pin is 2 centimeter. The length of the clip is 1 centimeter. Okay? Clear? If you observe the scale carefully, there are smaller divisions between 0 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, and so on. These smaller divisions are shown by little lines on the scale. What are little lines on the scale used for? Little lines are used to measure small objects. Now, you have an activity here that you have to search for things that are about 10 centimeters long. What are those objects? Comb, cell phone, pen, etc. Between 10 and 20 centimeters long. What are those objects? Ruler, geometry box, pencil, etc. Less than 1 centimeter long. Mosquito and etc. Okay, clear? Here you can see giraffe is a very tall animal and the mouse is a very short animal. The giraffe is not able to see the mouse and asking, "Where are you, mouse?" Isn't it funny? In the blank space, you have to draw some pictures like giraffe and mouse. How big is my hand? A hand means from the tip of middle finger to the wrist. So, to measure the hand, you have to measure length between wrist and tip of the middle finger. Measure the length of your thumb and your little finger. Use the scale on this page. Which is longer, thumb or little finger? Bring a measuring tape to your class. This is also an group activity. Bring a measuring tape to your class. Guess the length of different parts of your body and check if your guess is correct. You can use a scale, string, measuring tape, etc. In the class, you have measured some of your body parts. The round objects or parts you cannot measure with a scale. That you know. You have to use a measuring tape or a rope or a string. How will you know the number of centimeters if you measure with a rope, shoestring, thread, etc.? Question is, how will you know the number of centimeters if you measure with a rope, shoestring, thread, etc.? Answer is, for this, after measuring the object with a string, we have to put the string on the scale and take the measurement. For larger objects, we can also do it this way. We first mark the number of centimeters on the string or rope and then use that repeatedly to measure the length. Okay? Clear? This is a table. Here you have to write measurement of your body parts like nose, wrist, head, ear, hand, etc. And of your friend's measurement also. Okay. Here I have written some previous measurements that I had with me. This is for your understanding. You have to write your own measurement. Compare your measurement with your friends. You have to create a group of 4-5 friends and take the measurement of head, hand, ear, nose, nails of all friends in the group. Then write here who has the biggest head and who has the smallest head. Next, who has the longest hand from middle finger to wrist. Next, which is longer, your ear or your nose? Next, is any of your nails more than 1 centimeter long? You have to write these all. Okay children, today till this. See you in the next class.